Today, I'm going to be playing out the 2024 season for the Baltimore Ravens, but after every touchdown that Derrick Henry scores, we get to steal a player from the team he scored on. And obviously, the Baltimore Ravens are already one of the best teams in the NFL, but if Derrick Henry can go off today, by the end of the video, we might have one of the best teams in NFL history. I mean, as you can see right now, this offense is absolutely loaded. Henry and Lamar might be the scariest duo in the NFL right now. And on the other hand, when they're healthy, I'd say that this is easily a top 3 defense in the NFL. So my hopes for winning a Super Bowl with this team are sky high right now. But to start off the season, we do have a pretty tough game in week 1 because we have to play the Chiefs. And it looks like we are going to be starting off with the ball here as well. So hopefully we can get in the end zone on our first drive of the game. I'm going to keep it with Derrick Henry to start things off though, to see if he can get some yardage. He's going to get something. I mean, it was only a 2-yard pickup though, so nothing too crazy. I want to try and go for Zay, but I feel like Bateman's probably going to be my best option on this route. So I'm just going to go to him because that's an easy first down. I'm going to try and go for a run of Lamar Jackson though, because as I said, this is like the reason I feel like they're the most dangerous duo in the NFL, because they're going to be focused on Derrick Henry and we could just keep it with Lamar and go. That's a first down and some. So, I mean, that's going to bring the ball all the way to the 38-yard line. I'm going to hand it off to Henry again. And if he can get like 7 or 8 yards here, I'll probably put in the air. I mean, I was planning on going for a shot if he could have made it like 2nd and 2, but it's 2nd and 6. So I'm just going to run a slant and hopefully we can get Zay open. That's going to be a big play from Zay Flowers. So that's going to bring the ball all the way to the 12-yard line. I'm going to try and go to Zay one more time here. And if he can get a solid pickup, we should be good to just run it. I mean, Derrick's a beast, so we probably would have been good to run it with him either way, but now we only need 6 yards for the first down, so hopefully we can get some blocks from the O-line, and it looks like he's in for the score. So that is going to be Derrick Henry's first touchdown of the season, which is going to give us the lead first. We're coming back out here in the 4th quarter though, and it looks like Patrick Mahomes does currently have a 7-point lead over us right now. I mean, that last Derrick Henry touchdown was the only touchdown we have, but that's going to be 2 on the game for him. I didn't think that he was just going to keep going there, but he kind of teared through everybody. So that's 2 touchdowns now on the game for Henry, which will tie it up again. Kansas City is going to make us work for it though, man. I mean, if we win this game, we're definitely going to earn that win because Kansas City ended up kicking a field goal after that. So we're down by 3 points and we only have 22 seconds on the clock. So, oh, that might be a big play right there. Hold on. Zay's going to have it, but I don't think that's a good thing because the clock's going to run out since we couldn't get out of bounds there. And we didn't have any timeouts to stop the clock. So we're going to lose by 3 points in week 1, which is definitely a pretty disappointing way to start off the season. But on the bright side for the Ravens, Derrick Henry was still able to score 2 touchdowns in that game. So we got to steal 2 players from Kansas City. So I decided to go with Joe Thuney to help out the O-line. And I also got Chris Jones for the defense. I mean, with those 2 pickups right there, we should already be a whole lot better in week 2 than we were in week 1. And in week 2, we have to play the Raiders, which could be a trap game because Baltimore did lose this in real life. But honestly, I feel like this is a team that we should be able to absolutely manhandle. I mean, we did score on the first drive already, so it's 7-0 right now, and it's 3rd and 7. So if I can't get 7 yards here, we're kind of screwed, but we got the first. I mean, to be honest with you, there isn't a whole lot of players on this team that I even want to bring over to the Ravens, but I do want to score at least 1 touchdown because there is 1 player on the defense who would be nice to have. I mean, we already have a lot of weapons on the defense, but just imagine what we could do with Max Crosby. I'm gonna go for another run right here with Henry though and see if he can get another big gain. I mean, it feels like he's kind of just tearing through this defense once again. I mean, so far Max Crosby really hasn't been much of an issue to us, which I shouldn't say because that might jinx us. We still have tons of time for him to screw us over, but up to this point he has not been getting a whole lot of pressures, which is good to see. I'm gonna switch it up and go on the run with Hill this time, and it looks like we're gonna get caught by Crosby, and we lost a yard there as well, which kind of sucks, but it's nothing too crazy. I'm just gonna see if Mark Andrews can make up for it. He's almost got the first down. We're gonna be like 2 yards short, so I'm gonna put in the air one more time, and if this works out the way I want it to, we should be set up to just go to Derrick Henry. We're gonna have Aguilar. I could have gone for the touchdown, but I'm just gonna go out at the 1 yard line, and I feel like 1 yard really shouldn't be a problem for Henry. He's gonna be in no problem. So that's another touchdown for Derrick Henry, which will give us a 2-score lead. And after that, it looks like we were able to take down the Raiders 23-6. So that's gonna be the Ravens' first win of the season. But anyways, Derrick Henry did have the 1 touchdown against the Raiders in that game, so we did add Max Crosby to the defense. But after that, I went ahead and simmed to week 5 for what should be a really good game. I mean, we beat the Cowboys in week 3, but we ended up losing to the Bills in week 4, so we are 2-2 right now, and we're gonna be taking on the Bengals, who are currently 4-0. And I'm coming into this game expecting it to be an absolute shootout. I mean, we're already down 7-0 because the Bengals scored on their first drive of the game, so I'm hoping that we can match that here. I mean, both Bengals-Ravens games this year were absolutely crazy, so I'm pretty much expecting the same thing to happen here. Zay's gonna have the first down. I mean, it really wouldn't shock me if this ended up going to overtime, but I'm gonna try and go for Aguilar here. If he's locked up, I'll probably go for Bateman. Actually, we're gonna have to escape. Lamar's gonna get sacked, and that's a 15-yard loss. I mean, holding it for that long definitely wasn't the right move, but I thought that I would be able to get out of the pocket there. Lamar's gonna make up for it instantly, though. That's almost a first. He's got the first. I mean, I tried to slide there. Obviously, it didn't work, so I'm really happy that we didn't fumble the ball, but I'm gonna put in the air again, and it looks like we should have Aguilar open. That's not gonna be a first down, but we're only 1 yard away from the first down, so I'm gonna see if Derrick Henry can get that. Who is that? We're gonna have Hendrickson on us, so that might be a bit of an issue, but it looks like Henry does have the first. I mean, he barely got it. That was really close, but since he does have it, we are pretty much in field goal position at this point. From here, Justin Tucker should be able to nail it no matter what. That could be a big play right there. We're gonna throw a pick. I did not think that he was gonna be able to come down with that. It was a former Raven, too. We're going to get picked off by Geno Stone. I mean, after throwing that pick, things definitely could have gone wrong for us fast. But on the bright side, our defense got a stop, and we ended up scoring. And we have possession again, so we have a chance to take the lead here. I just got to make sure that we don't throw any more interceptions. I got to be a lot more careful with the ball in this drive. I mean, we are quickly running out of time here. There's only 30 seconds before the half, but I do still have 2 timeouts to work with. So hopefully Andrews can bring this in, get me down. I don't want to score yet. We'll bring it to the 1 yard line. So as long as Derrick Henry doesn't lose yardage here, I'm thinking he should be in for another touchdown, and it looks like he's got it. So we get to take a player from the Bengals, and better yet, that touchdown will also give us a 7-point lead heading into the half. And it looks like we actually start the second half off with the ball as well. So we have a chance to take a 2-score lead now, which would be pretty big because I feel like Joe Burrow is going to start to get going at some time. He hasn't been clicking yet, but I feel like it's really just a matter of time. That could be a big play. Zay's gonna bring it in. I could have brought that in for a highlight reel touchdown, but again, I'm gonna go out at the 1 yard line, which is probably gonna bug a lot of people, but we need Derrick Henry to score the touchdowns if we want to take players, and that is gonna be his second of the game. So the Baltimore Ravens now have a 2-score lead over Cincy. I was right about Burrow coming back though, because it looks like he did make it a 3-point game, but either way, we're barely gonna sneak out with the dub. And considering we were 2-2, that's a pretty big win for the Baltimore Ravens. But since Derrick Henry had 2 touchdowns in that game, we got to steal 2 players from the Bengals, and obviously we had to go with Jamar Chase. And for the defense, we also picked up Trey Hendrickson. But after that, I went ahead and simmed to week 13 to see how this team was doing, and ever since adding Jamar Chase, we have taken over the AFC. I mean, we've won every game since, so we're 10-2 right now, and we have a tough game in week 13 because we do have to play the Eagles, who are 8-3. But anyways, I mean, every game from here on out is pretty important because we do have the 2 seed at 10-2 right now, but Buffalo is still undefeated, so they have the 1 seed. And I mean, with a roster as loaded as our roster, my goal is definitely to get the number 1 seed in the playoffs. But it looks like the Eagles and Ravens did both score on their first drive of the game, so we're all tied up at 7 right now. I'm gonna try and go for a shot right here with Chase though, because I feel like this Lamar Jackson Jamar Chase connection should be pretty good. I mean, this might be the best duo in the NFL. And then we also have Derrick Henry. That's going to be a big play right there. We almost got... Nah, man, he's out of bounds. I thought he had that. I thought that was going to be an easy pickup, but apparently we have to go for it now on 3rd and 10. Mark Andrews is going to be there, but we're getting smoked. And after getting stopped there, I really thought that Philly was about to score a touchdown, but our defense stopped them on 4th down. So our field position actually is better than it was before. We're going to have a 1st down right here too with Flowers. So that's going to put us in the red zone. I'm just going to run this route right here with Mark Andrews though, because we have to be quick here. I mean, we only got 30 seconds before halftime. I do have both timeouts, so obviously I can just use those if I need to. I'm going to use one right now, actually. I mean, I'm hoping that Derrick Henry can get in for the score here, but if we get stopped here, I'm going to have to use a timeout. So if it's score a touchdown here, or else I'm going to have to put it in the air. We're at the 1-yard line though. So I am going to risk putting it on the ground. I mean, if we get stopped here, that is really going to suck, but he hasn't lost a yard yet today, and it looks like he's still not going to. So that's going to be another big touchdown from Derrick Henry to give us the lead right before the half. We're coming back out here in the 3rd quarter though, and it looks like we are still up 14-7 right now. So our defense has been amazing today, because I'd say this has been their biggest test of the season. I feel like Philly's the toughest offense that we've played up to this point, but considering we've held them to 7 points through basically 3 quarters, this quarter's about to end after this play, I would say they are definitely passing that test. That's a big play from Henry as well. So if we can score on this drive right here, I mean, that is going to give us a 2-score lead, which wouldn't put the game away yet, but depending on how much time we run off the clock, it's going to be pretty difficult for Philly to pull off a comeback at this point. That's another 1st down from Henry. Dude has been absolutely unreal today, man. I'm going to switch it up a little bit though and go for Mark Andrews, unless we can get Jamar Chase open. Actually, I might be better off to just keep it with Lamar. I did run this play earlier today and it did work out, so I want to see if we can get Lamar Jackson to go on the run for us again. This time he's gonna get caught though, and that ended up being like a 4-yard loss too, so that's gonna set us back a little bit. Now it's 3rd and 7. I think we should have that though. Jamar Chase is gonna bring it in, and the Eagles also got struck with unnecessary roughness there, so that brought the ball all the way to the 16-yard line, and we got Mark Andrews open. So 4 yards to go and we're in for another touchdown. I'm gonna try and get Derrick Henry in right here, but the way the someone jumped, man. I really hope that's on Philly, but I bet it's our offense. Surprisingly, I was wrong though. That was actually an offside on the defense. When I get calls like that, it's usually on me, but I did decline it because Henry brought it to the 1-yard line either way, and it looks like he's gonna get in for the touchdown. So that's 2 on the game for Henry, which will give us a 2-score lead. And after that, we were able to hold on for another big win. So we'll take it 21-7. I mean, the fact that our defense held the Eagles to 7 points is pretty crazy. And Derrick Henry had another 2-touchdown performance in that game. So once again, we got to steal 2 players from the Eagles. So for the offense, I decided to take Lane Johnson, and I also picked up Darius Slay for the defense. So I mean, as you can see, to end things off, we by far have the best defense in the NFL. And on the other hand, I mean, I'd say it's the same story with this offense. We're clearly your Super Bowl favorites right now. And for the rest of the season, nobody was able to stop this team, because the Ravens are going to go 15-2 to win the division. Buffalo also went 15-2 though, and since they beat us in the regular season, they get the 1 seed. So we have to play the Jets in the wild card round. But anyways, I mean, it looks like Derrick Henry did have himself a very solid season. He didn't get 2,000 yards like I was hoping he would, but he did have 1,200 yards, which is pretty solid, and he also had a career high 21 touchdowns. But anyways, it looks like we were able to beat the Jets in the wild card round, and then we absolutely manhandled Kansas City in the divisional round. So now we have to play the 1 seed Buffalo Bills for a trip to the Super Bowl. And as I said earlier, the Buffalo Bills did clearly beat us in the regular season, but when we played them, our team was nowhere near as loaded as they are right now. I mean, we didn't have Jamar Chase or any of that on this offense. So this time I feel like we are definitely the favorites to win, and we're already up 7-0 as well. So hopefully we can take a 2-score lead on this drive right here. Mark Andrews. Oh, dude, that was close. I thought he was going to be able to bring that in, but I kind of left it in the air for too much time. So that did not work. We're going to have Flowers open, though. So that's going to be a first down from him. And obviously now I don't need Derrick Henry to score a touchdown. So I can go to whoever I want here. So if Zay Flowers can get some separation, I might try that out. But we're going to have Jamar Chase. So he's going to bring it all the way to the 10-yard line. I know I said I don't need Henry to score anymore, but I'm still going to run it with him because I feel like he is either way going to be our best option in the red zone. So hopefully he can get through some players here. That's going to be a solid gain. I mean, he got me 4 yards, so that brings it to the 6. I am going to put in the air this time, though, which might not be the smartest idea, but oh, no way. It's not going to work. I thought I was going to be able to get Jamar Chase open there, but that backfired on me. So now it's 3rd and 17. Either way, if I don't throw a pick, we are still in position to kick a field goal to take a 2-score lead, but Chase is in. I mean, that was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be, but that will give us a 14-0 lead. Josh Allen is going downfield pretty quickly here, though, so I'm hoping our defense can take him off the field. I mean, that stop right there is going to bring up a 3rd down, so if we can do that one more time, we are going to get the ball back with a chance to take a 3-score lead. Oh, come on, Cook is going to get caught. So Matabike is going to get the stop, which means Buffalo's got to give us the ball back. Or not. It's 4th and 1, and it looks like Josh Allen is going to be going for it here. I think he's just going to run it with Cook, though, judging off the way they're set. So I'm just going to send a blitz, and of course he's got the first down, so they're going to stay alive. I thought we for sure had him there, but I didn't realize how close he was to the first down. So that's going to give Buffalo a fresh set of downs. I'm really hoping we can like somehow get a pick or something here. That's going to be a sack. So Max Crosby's going to set them back 7 yards, which is actually a pretty big loss for Buffalo. So that could be enough to kill this drive, but they're really starting to run out of time here. So this might be 4-down territory for the Bills, especially after that pickup. I was not expecting Amari Cooper to be that wide open. Oh, that might be a pick. Come on. Wiggins is going to come down with it. And they only got 3 minutes left, so that could be enough to put this thing away. And Buffalo did score a touchdown after that to make it close, but we are going to sneak out with a 7-point win. So the Baltimore Ravens are headed to the Super Bowl. But anyways, to end off the season, it looks like MVP is going to be going to Josh Allen. And in the Super Bowl, it looks like we have a rematch against the 13-4 Eagles. And just like last time, I mean, it has been a back and forth game. It's 14-14 right now, but we do have possession. So I'm hoping that we can take the lead here. Henry's going to have a big pickup. I'm going to see if he can do that again because that was actually a really big gain. So this time we're going to get... Oh, never mind. He's still up. I mean, he only had 4 yards there, but I'm good with that because I thought he was going to lose yardage. But I'm going to see if we can get somebody open on this route. We should have Bateman. He's got it. Nothing too crazy, but obviously that gives us the first. I want to be as careful as I can with the ball here, though. So I don't think I'm going to run any plays that are too risky. I mean, this route is pretty risky, but if we can get Zay open, this could be a touchdown. I just got to make sure I don't get sacked, though. I'm going to put it up, and Zay's there. That's a touchdown. So just like that, the Baltimore Ravens are going to take the lead right back. It looks like it's going to be one of those games, though, because Philly scored again after that. So this thing is literally going to come down to the final play. But we have a chance to run the clock out and just kick a game-winning field goal. So that is what I'm hoping for here. I mean, at this point, if Derrick Henry keeps running the way that he is right now, I might not have to put the ball in the air for the rest of the game. There was a flag on that play too, but it was offside on the defense. So I just declined it. That does stop the clock, which kind of sucks because I'm trying to keep that thing rolling. But this time Derrick Henry's going to go. And it looks like Philly is starting to burn their timeouts right now as well. So one more play and they're going to be out of timeouts. And it looks like they're gonna burn it. So all I got to do is run the ball one more time. And then we can probably just kick a game-winning field goal with Tucker. I mean, at this field position that we have right now, it should basically be a guarantee. So as long as we don't miss this, that would be a nice way to cap off this season, which has been one hell of a year for the Ravens, and it looks like we're going to walk it off with a field goal. So the kick from Justin Tucker is going to be enough to win this thing. I got to give props to Philly, though. I mean, they kept it close once again, which I was expecting. I mean, I knew they were not going to go out without a fight, but Baltimore was just the better team today. I mean, you saw it. Our roster was absolutely loaded by the end of the video. So as you can see, to end things off, Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens are gonna be hoisting a well-deserved Lombardi trophy to end off the video. But that's gonna do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It'd really help out the channel. And if you have any video ideas, feel free to drop them down below. I'll try to get to as many of them as I can. And while you're down there, make sure you check out my socials. I got my Instagram and everything linked in my description. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.